Welcome everyone to the Real Whovians cast, episode 645. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Connor. What's up, Connor?
Shit.
What's up, David?
Shit.
What's up, Gloria?
Oh no, I am not saying it. Hello, guys.
Doggy deposits. All right, so basically, I want to make this announcement today. Due to circumstances beyond my control and certain things happening in the background, Who Idol is canceled indefinitely. There'll be more information available at some point in time in the future, but for now, there will be no Who Idol. And on that note,
Sure, Who Idol. You know, there'll be updates about any future, editions of the contest and all that next year and all that stuff.
yeah. So, anyway, what do we have for the Real Whovians cast?
A rumor surfaced. It's been
Right.
going on for a few days because obviously we know that David Tennant and Russell T Davies have been on set for episode 11. They haven't actually finished episode 11 yet, which is rather interesting.
Yes.
They're going on to 9 on Monday, so. But there was a rumor that on episode 11, a source at the set, I think they spotted Paul McGann along with Peter and now David, and it's led to a theory that the cliffhanger that we will never see coming in episode 11 is going to be a degeneration scene where we go from Capaldi backwards to various different doctors it's like a flashback. I don't think it's an actual degeneration, but it's a flashback sequence where we go back to significant doctors such as Tennant. I believe we'll be going back to if it happens. McGann, because that.
So could it be some type of thing where he gets to communicate with his past selves? Possibly, where the timeline's altered?
But I think it's to indicate various stages of the Time War, or stuff related to the Time Lords that linking to the return of Gallifrey from the Time War.
Now, are they erasing the War Doctor period and retconning certain things?
No idea. Can't answer that question.
Okay.
I think.
Because I remember an interview, as we talked about off air, where Moffat said that some of his buddies were pressuring him, how dare you alter the Time War, especially since Russell T Davies wrote it was kind of disrespectful, and how he was having second thoughts about what he did in the 50th, even though it was amazing that he may change things back to where they were, which he felt that if he did that, he don't know if he would piss off any more people. But he couldn't see the Doctor, committing the deed. But again, the War Doctor was not the Doctor. So, again, I hated the idea that because Paul McGann was the one that pressed the button, as far as everybody was concerned, and the fact that they had to create another Doctor made me sick. I always felt that the potion that he drank was actual regeneration, and that was an extra regeneration given to him, but then it would even out because he wasted regeneration energy on River in Angels Take Manhattan. But again, I don't really know what's happening, but it is pretty interesting that Russell T Davies and David Tennant. It makes you wonder that maybe the 10th anniversary is actually happening. Maybe because we lost an episode last year, maybe we may get an extra episode in the form of a 2-part Christmas special, where it'd be Christmas and New Year's, like we had with The End of Time.
I don't think that will happen, but I think that episode 11, 12, and Christmas will be something that you can put together to make a huge...
Or feature length.
To make what?
Yeah, if you edited them all together, it would form like a movie where it's 2.5 hours long.
Well, from what I understand, one of the episodes in the finale is 60 minutes.
Yes. So, and then the Christmas will be 60 minutes, and then...
so that's 2 hours and 45 minutes.
45 minutes, which is, yeah. And I think they'll all be heavily linked, particularly them episodes. I wouldn't call it a 3-parter. I'd call it a 2-parter and a linked story on the end.
Oh, it's a 3-parter. Come on. Stop it.
Well, intents and purposes, a 3-parter.
Yes.
All right, we'll see. We'll see. I'm telling you, I always felt Moffat couldn't let it go. You did a 3-part. I'm doing a 3-part too. It's like, come on. Come on. This is the guy that has to beat statistics. His doctor is the longest doctor existing. His doctor had this. His doctor had that. Longest companions, greatest companions. Now he's only one without a 3-parter. So that's the only other record left. So We'll see. What do you have to say, Mr. Dark Cinema?
I got no comment for that one.
Uh-oh.
You pretty much said everything that needed to be said. That's why.
Gotcha. What about you, Gloria?
You know, I don't want to no comment because I am still a little miffed about the whole Stephen Moffat thing, so I don't even want to say.
Oh, God, you guys are hanging me out to dry tonight.
Yes, we are.
Gee, why? Come on, man. Where's the opinion? Like, come on, Connor. Come on, man.
I actually was talking with Connor off air about another subject entirely. We were talking about the I was actually watching an episode of Hardest Archives, and they were talking about how many bodies the Master has had, and the theory was that after the end of time, where after the Master attacked Rassilon to save the Doctor, they ended up back during the era of the Time War where he regenerated into Missy. But Connor thinks that was a huge plot hole, and since we're in the cast, what plot hole are you speaking of specifically, Connor?
Like, where they didn't... It's mainly what happened with Darkwater and Death in Heaven, where they didn't explain what happened to the Master and how she came about, Missy. This whole Missy thing.
Yeah, that
needs to be filled in pretty quickly.
Yeah, well, I mean, they could add to that. I mean, we may actually hear some more about, like, how she came to be, right?
I heard rumors that Missy may be more of an ally to the Doctor this year. Maybe ally is too strong of a word. She will be assisting the Doctor in certain endeavors this season. So, because we did see her side by side with Clara in the trailer for Series 9. So perhaps during that episode we will get glimpses into what exactly happened.
Yeah.
But
I don't think John Simmer generated.
Or I don't know for sure. I mean, I think it will take away from the episode the rest. I mean, the Doctor's point of view, if they focus too much on Missy actually in a visual way. But I think we might get some clues as to things she says that will lead us to like to fill in the gap of the whole of like how she thinks it is. So I mean,
because in that video, they said that as far as we know, the Master has been confirmed both in the series and in other media such as books. The Master has had 24 different bodies during the course of his history on Doctor Who.
Yeah.
24.
That's
Before-
including the extended adventures, the missing adventures, the Virgin novels, everything. Big Finish. It's yeah.
All right, well, let's just take it from the Deadly Assassin. The Deadly Assassin, that was the 13th Master and final Master, and he used the energy of Trocken to enter, was it Tremus's body, Nissa's father?
Yeah.
And restore it back to a younger state, but technically it was kind of a regeneration without the regeneration. So
Yeah, he was
besides that, that would be the 13th, because if you have 12 regenerations, you have 13 bodies. So that would be he regenerated 13 times. And then we had the Master in the Eight Doctors pilot, which may not necessarily have been that same Master. We don't know.
I think it was Ainsley's Master.
It was? Okay, well, if that was the case, then when he went into the body of the EMT, whatever,
Bruce, yeah.
technically that was another one, which would have been a 14th body. And then Professor Yana would be the 15th body. John Sim would be the 6th. Well, actually, no, I'm sorry, correction. There was a body before Professor Yana.
Yeah, it's the big
So,
Alex McQueen. So he
it is that one?
Yeah.
Okay. So he was the 15th, Yana was the 16th, John Sim was the 17th.
No, there was one before Yana, because we don't know what body he had during the events of the Time War. All we know is that after the Time War, he escaped to the end of the universe, where he regenerated into that of a small child, which would grow up to be Yana.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was what happened.
Gotcha. So, but how do we have 24? I don't know if that's accurate.
I can send you the link to the video that you can watch.
Who is it from?
TARDIS Archives. They're actually a pretty reliable source for Doctor
But
Who.
they're not BBC though.
He's reliable. Yeah.
It's reliable enough.
Yeah.
Agree.
All right, I want to see this.
Really get
I wanna
into
see-
stuff. Yeah.
Because I don't know about 24. I mean, if you were talking like under 20, I would say okay, but
It's talking about like you said. It's talking about all the different like the books and
There it is.
Curse of the Fatal Death is not counted as anything. That was a comedy, and that wasn't the Master. That was just like a
No,
thing,
no,
just
it
like-
doesn't count that.
okay.
Does it actually list the faces?
All right, why don't you guys talk and let me just watch this for a second.
Oh, okay.
Well, he's going to be away for a while.
Oh, how long is it?
About 13 minutes.
I don't think you shouldn't watch it all. You should get to near the end, because that's probably where it points out that there's 24.
Okay. What do you guys want to talk about?
Well, here's the thing. Actually, Gloria, this is a very interesting thing, because those same people did a cool theory on the 50th anniversary, was that how did... Like, we know that from the War Doctor to 12, they knew what to do to save Gallifrey, and obviously that was because the War Doctor had done it, so obviously the others would remember it, but how
Okay, I'm sorry. It's wrong. Because
That didn't take long.
no, it's already completely wrong because Roger Delgado did not become that hideous. That wasn't Roger Delgado's Master that became that decrepit, hideous thing. Okay? So, absolutely not. Roger Delgado is not the final incarnation of the Master. There's no way in hell.
Hold on. Where's the confirmation that it's wrong, though?
There is no way that Master that was decrepit is Roger Delgado's Master. Absolutely not.
We're in the
You have nothing to confirm that it is.
But you
And
have nothing to
secondly,
confirm that it isn't.
but it's a different body because he had a different body that regenerated into that. Okay? It was his last life. He became that. That is not... First of all, he would act the same as Roger Delgado, but only looking decrepit, and he acted completely different. He had a different personality. Okay? He did not have any traits that was Roger Delgado at all. Okay? And if you recall, with the Time Lords, even the Doctor, okay? If that was, even when Tom Baker's Doctor was aged in the Leisure Hive, okay, he still had his traits as the Doctor, okay? That is not Roger Delgado's master. He's decrepit. He does not act like him. He doesn't have. He's not the same size. He's not the same weight. He's not the same anything.
Yeah, he's horribly disfigured and burned.
What?
That kind of does something to you psychologically.
No, that's not right. That's not. I'm telling you, ask the BBC and Moffat. That is not Roger Delgado's master. That is the 13th final incarnation of the master. Just like the Watcher was somewhere. It was the 13th incarnation of the Doctor, and then that was it. When you get to the final regeneration, look at the Doctor. He was aging like the time of the Doctor. If he would have lived any further than that, his body would have been decrepit too. Okay? So we saw Matt Smith, final incarnation, where he was aging. He would have looked like the Master. Okay? But in a different way. Okay? Because that's their final body. All right? That was not Roger Delgado's. No, absolutely not.
Yeah,
but I'll watch the rest of it. But
that was Peter Pratt, who was the he was a different body.
He was a different body.
Yeah.
So absolutely wrong on the TARDIS archives. I will watch it. And no offense to them, but I've been watching Doctor Who since I was 5.
If it was the same body, I mean, you would think they would have used the same actor and dressed the same actor as.
And don't use the excuse that he died either, because no. I'm gonna go back and watch the rest.
But just like David Tennant got really shriveled and stuff on older in I forgot what episode it was now, and then of course but yeah, and like you said, Matt Smith growing older and stuff, he would have gotten to a point where he looked very bad had he kept aging before he regenerated. So yeah, it's like it's like it's weird that they, at least with Matt Smith, it was the same actor dressed as an older person or older version of the person. So the actor they dressed as that decrepit thing, it wasn't the same actor as Roger Delgado. So yeah, if it was the same body, they would have used Roger Delgado in that costume too.
Two of the novels that I know that there's a different body of the Master in is Last of the Gandarene, which is a Matt Gatiss one, and he's disguised as a police officer kind of guy, a police inspector, I believe, when he's helping the Gandarene to invade Earth. And there's also First Frontier, I think it's called, where he looks a bit like the Anthony Ainley Master, but he's different. So that's
first of all, how do we do not count the comics as
we do. If you want to be, it's canon in a way. If he's being specific, TARDIS Archives is being specific. There's two different bodies that I know about in not the comics, the novels, that we haven't seen on TV. So we've had how many have we had on TV? We've had Delgado, Pratt, Beavers, Ainley, Roberts, Jacoby, Sim, and Gomez. So that's 8.
And you have the Big Finish one that deals with Paul McGann. So
that's 11 that's been on screen. Then you had the kid in Last of the Time Lords.
No, that was the first Master. That's not even counted as an incarnation before he even regenerated.
Yeah, but
Just like if you would have a young William Hartnell on Gallifrey.
Yeah, but we didn't know that he didn't regenerate in between. So he's probably counting that. So if we counted that would...
we don't know if Roger Delgado is an older version of that kid.
Yeah.
Of that incarnation.
So I'm just actually looking now to see if there's any other masters that have appeared in the novels. He would have mostly appeared in the novels because that's kind of like where they normally have him.
But here's the thing, okay? You say things are canon, right? But if they have it in the episode, it's different then. Then it's not canon because they never said that Romana definitely was the Lord President of Gallifrey. Only in these things, but not in the official canon of the episodes. And they said that Romana regenerated into a third Romana.
He's being specific, which is always good.
Right.
When it comes to the universe.
Right.
If we're being specific, there probably is 24 bodies of the Master. I can't name them all or what novels have appeared in or what audio.
As far as I'm concerned, John Sim doesn't regenerate into Missy.
I don't think so.
So, and Moffat even said a hint that, why do you think that John Sim became Missy? So right off the bat, look, somehow he regenerates. He has another body, and then he's in the Time War. Stuff happens, and then becomes Missy. So
I was actually reading the comments on the video. Someone said they would have loved to have seen John Sim on a Dalek ship. He gets shot by a Dalek, uses his regeneration energy to destroy all of the Daleks on board the ship, and then it's Missy looking around going, "Oh, that was fun." Come on. Don't even tell me that wouldn't be somewhat entertaining to you. Joe, I see that smile. Don't even describe it. Don't even. I know you, Joe. You would so love to see that.
There was actually,
I actually want to see Charles Dance as the Master.
Well, actually, some news for you that you might like is that in one of the audios, there was actually a Master that was voiced by David Warner. Know that you.
I do agree with you, though, Joseph. Charles Dance would make an excellent Master.
Yeah.
I think so too.
In fact, I would think that Charles Dance would be, and then he regenerates into Missy.
No, seriously, like when I went and saw, I believe Charles Dance was in Dracula Untold. Literally, when I heard his voice, I looked at my friend as we were leaving the theater. He was the vampire, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's the one that created Dracula. Right.
Yeah, my friend's a big Doctor Who fan, and we were going out, and I'm going, that guy. When I hear that guy's voice, all I think of is the Master. And she goes, "Yep, me too."
I mean, it sucked. It sucked that he was in a movie like Alien 3, which was terrible, helping out Ripley. But he's become an amazing actor over the years.
There's another actor called Steve John Shepherd, actually. He's a British actor who would make a brilliant Master. I'll show you a picture of him. You might agree, actually. Can you see that?
Let me see. Why can't I see the picture? Oh, yeah, he would be cool.
Yeah, he'd be a good Master. Someone more...
I would love to see Charles Dance, though.
Roger. Yeah, Charles Dance would be okay.
I think
he's
he'd
in
be great. Especially with Capaldi, he would be great.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But we have Missy with Capaldi.
Yes.
And that's excellent.
And I heard that she's going to be back again after this season too.
She will be. She'll appear a few more times.
Yeah, she's appearing instead of River appearing, basically.
Well, I prefer her to River. So.
Right.
I don't, but I do like Missy though.
What else do we have? Anything?
Jenna Coleman also said, because they were still releasing interviews from Comic-Con that we didn't know about, and she said that Series 9 is the glory years of the Doctor and Clara. She didn't say the glory days, which indicates that Series 9 takes place over a number of years.
Wow.
I don't know what difference that will make. Probably none. But I don't think we've ever really had a series like that where it's clear that it's different years or it's a long span of time in a whole series. We just assume that it all takes place one after another. So.
All right, gang. I think that's it. So we'll be back. There is news for horror, but I think we'll save that for a rainy day. So on that note, guys, see you probably Sunday or Monday. Take care. Bye for now.